he ices some big moments, and he's everything in a football that you want to be, and he's miles ahead of everyone else at the moment. He's been on fire.
You work all week to, I suppose, try and minimise and utilise as many things as you can to keep him out of the game, but he always seems to find a way to put himself back in the game, and
he always keeps adding to his game. Everything, like his kicking game is so good, and that's gone to another level. You know, his running game, probably the one in particular, it's gone to another level as well. And as I said, he's so diligent with wanting to be better, and mate, it's an absolute credit to him. He's been unbelievable for the game too.
The little dig is just magnificent. That is Nathan Cleary perfection.
You know, nothing ever comes as a fluke to him. What you see on the field, like, he doesn't just do that, you know, off the top of his head. Like, he practices those things, he trains them, like, he genuinely works on them, and that's something that I've always respected about him. And I actually remember being, I think I might have been 17 or 18 at the time, and I got to go and watch his session. And I remember just standing there. I guess the training was finished. Everyone's gone inside. 20 minutes, 25 minutes later, I walk out and he's still out there practicing. And that's just, I guess, a credit to his character.
Cleary taking them on, just like the grand final. He's done it again.
The way he plays footy, he can play fast, he can play slow, he's physical in defence. He takes the line on, he's a big, strong thing, and he's been injured, comes back and doesn't miss a beat. You know what I mean? He comes in, he's bouncing in. Obviously had a shoulder injury. I think his first tackle, he comes back in, he's flying off the line trying to put a shot on. Like, it's just his mentality around that. He doesn't need to be eased in, he just comes straight in and he's ready to go.
I raced Cameron Smith when I was a bit younger too, and when I first Cameron Smith, I didn't realise the mental battle we'll have. Like, I've always been on, constantly on, like thinking he might kick at him, like at play 2, play 3, play 4. You just don't know what you're going to get. And to mentally rehearse that in your head that that's going to come, it's pretty tough. So I think when you're coming up against guys like that, you're just trying to rehearse him doing something that you won't expect. So it's just basically expected and unexpected with guys like that. So
he's so good at orchestrating the players around him as well, and you can do as much homework on him as you want, but he's got a forward pack that he can dictate around, he can be creative on the edges, and it's just, yeah, see, it's funny when you're really trying to go up against those halfbacks, you're trying to find what they're going to do with the team and how they're going to manage the team. So
taking the time out of their hands and trying to force them to make hard decisions is always going to be the game plan, I think, for those guys. But when you play against guys like that, they feel like they got so much time in their hands and play the game so fluent and easy and execute so easily. It is hard, you know. And I think it's trying to get the pieces around them to fail them, kind of thing. I think, like, he's one of those guys that it doesn't matter, you can pressure him and he'll always find the right pass, or he'll always come up with an answer. He's prepared for the answer. For me, it's thinking, how can we unsettle the people around him that won't turn up and probably won't do their job for him, to help him execute their job. So you think about the middles, right? You're playing off these middles, trying to stop that, to make it hard for him and make him come off a different leg or something like that. So
he made a big statement around, you know, he's a big game player. He had so much time out of the game last year, and people spoke about me sort of filling his role and the amount of time that he had out. But just look at the games that he came back in with, you know, minimal minutes under his belt, and the way he performed off the back of that. That's absolutely crazy, you know. Guys need reps in the bank to sort of perform like that, but if that guy's switched on and he's playing at his best, I think, you know, there's a high chance that his team's going to win.